by Tendai Kamhung era, while ladies of the night put on the right makeup, lashes, musk and dresses. To entice clients, their counterparts in the political arena use words and exaggerated loyalty to charm. Mighty and powerful. Zanup activist William Muchumania, also known as A.C. Lumumba. It sounds like fiction that at her peak, a former First Lady Grace Mugabe's face was emblazoned on cars of adoring ZANU-PF faithful, and her word was almost the law. Grace and her husband, former President Robert Mugabe, attracted thousands to the rallies, but now many, including those who once sang the praises, have, like political turncoats, abandoned them. But crossing floors and denying allegiances did not start with the fall of Grace and her husband. It is as old as prostitution, and in Zimbabwe the once runaway winner was former higher and tertiary education minister Jonathan Moyo. It has been said that politics is the second oldest profession. I have learned that it bears a striking resemblance to the first, a former United States President Ronald Reagan once said in the 1980s, and in Zimbabwe there is little difference between the two professions. The fights in ZANU-PF are as old as the political party itself, formed in 1963 after splitting from ZAPU. Fast forward to 2014, when former Vice President Joyce Mujuru was pushed out from ZANU-PF. While some cheered, hundreds, tails between the legs, left the ruling party crestfallen but determined never to rejoin the former Revolutionary Party. Thousands of former ZANU-PF officials peeved by Mujuru's ouster, including some who even once vowed never to rejoin the party, like Kudakwash Bashikiti, are knocking on the ruling party's door pleading for readmission. The likes of Bashikiti called ZANU-PF by all sorts of names, but today they're ready to go back to the ruling party and perhaps salvage a parliamentary seat, because the outside was never rosy. Harare lawyer and aspiring Member of Parliament Fadzai Mahari said, "Principle is key in politics. If young politicians flip-flop, take people's trust and money for granted, then Zimbabwe's future isn't safe. Let's do better. Principle is king," she wrote on her Facebook page. The culture of political flip-flopping has become ingrained within the ruling party and extends beyond the party, as those that had joined the opposition are also making a beeline back to the ruling party. Some, like Bashikiti, were part of Mujuru's initial political outfit, Zimbabwe People First (ZPF). The party later split, which resulted in Mujuru forming another party called the National People's Party (NPP), while Bashikiti remained with ZPF. Bashikiti recently wrote a letter to ZANU-PF seeking to be readmitted to the party. He is not the only one of those people that purportedly left ZANU-PF who are now jostling to return to the party that has been in power for the past 37 years. There is also A.C. Lumumba, who left the party and formed his own Viva Zimbabwe in June 2016. 2 years down the line, the political leadership in ZANU-PF has changed, and he announced that he is back to the ruling party. The reasons for my resignation on May 29, 2016, no longer apply. The party has forcefully and credibly begun the process of reforming itself, and the ruling party is now in the unique position to drive positive change in Zimbabwe, as enunciated by its new leader, Lumumba said in his statement announcing his return to ZANU-PF. ZANU-PF representative in the United Kingdom, Nick Mangwana, however, on Twitter said the flip-flopping of the party members is proof that power rested in the leadership as opposed to the people. Zimbabwe needs to reform, but it cannot reform unless ZANU-PF reforms first. The flip-flopping of its members' supporters was evidence that power did not rest in the people, but leadership, which used largesse and patronage to paralyze control membership. That has to change, Mangwana said. Like Lumumba, another ZANU-PF youth leader who had officially broken ties with the ruling party and joined the Zimbabwe Partnership for Prosperity ZIP is Godfrey Zenemamu. Zenemamu recently quit ZIP and went back to the ruling party. Announcing his resignation from ZIP, Zenemamu said, "I write to officially inform your honorable office of my resignation from ZIP with immediate effect. I want to take this opportunity to thank the ZIP leadership as led by Dr. Blessing Kasiyamhuru for the honor that it had bestowed on me to serve the partnership in various capacities. I am grateful. Another member to follow in his footsteps is former ZANU-PF youth leader Jim Kunaka, who had joined Mujuru's political outfit. He later returned to ZANU-PF. Daily News.